hear me now, Cassie?
I can.
Okay. Am I the only presenter?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Why did it start the broadcast?
Okay, can you hear me now? You can hear me? Okay, now I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. I can hear you. All right, so it is 4 p.m. We're going to give a few more minutes for people to continue logging in at this time. This is Third Thursday with GBLA. So if you had registered to sign up for this webinar, you are in the right place. Give us just a few minutes and we'll get started. In the poll section with the response, we want to know who's in attendance for today's Third Thursday. Please either mark that you're a staff with an advocacy agency or a nonprofit. Are you a case management provider, community member, or another that's not listed and not related to any of the above? We're going to give it about 1 more minute before we get started. All right, so welcome to Third Thursday with GBLA. We're so glad you can take time on a Thursday afternoon to join us. For those of you that aren't aware, my name is Cassie Mullican. I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator with Greater Bakersfield Legal Assistance. For those that have attended our webinars before, welcome back. Today we're going to have Nancy Duran-Torres present with the Kern Health Consumer Center. So the Kern Health Consumer Center is one of the many projects and programs that we offer here at Greater Bakersfield Legal Assistance. She'll go a little bit more into depth about what this program is, what are the services that we offer, and go on a bit to eligibility. Questions and answers will be taken at the end. There are 3 ways to submit your questions. You can either submit them in the chat box of the question box inside your the link that's in the webinar. You can raise your hand within the webinar, or at the very end, I will be able to unmute and you can send direct messages through the chat. So we did launch a poll here just a few minutes ago. I'll leave it up for about 30 more seconds. We just want to know where you are from the community. Are you a case management provider, staff with an advocacy agency or a nonprofit, or a community member? So I'm going to go ahead and close that chat now. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Nancy in just a moment. But Third Thursday with GBLA is a monthly webinar series that we launched in 2022. So this is our 6th Third Thursday. We have had to have really great attendance from the community as well as our agency partners. So thank you for being here to tune in to what services we have to offer. So something new that we're going to start in July is because we've had such great success with Third Thursday, we're going to be launching Second Saturday with GBLA as well. So July 9th will be our first second Saturday. The process will be the same. It'll be a monthly webinar series. It will feature a different unit or program or project within GBLA each month. And what we're striving to do is try to make sure not only do our community partners and agencies have the information to provide to clientele, but also make sure that community members have access to this information. So information will come out via email in the coming weeks. Please, if you have clientele that you think would benefit from any of our videos, have them register for future webinars. And as always, these are recorded and posted to our YouTube channel and can be accessed at any time. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hand over the hostess duties to Nancy, and she's going to go over the Current Health Consumer Center. We can't hear you, Nancy. No. Sorry, folks, give us just a few moments while we deal with the technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now? And then
be right back and make sure it works.
I'm just gonna wait for Cassie to get back. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
No. You can't hear again, Nancy. No. Yeah, we can see you, but we can't hear you.
Nancy, did you want to come down here? We can pop online.
No.
Sorry, folks, will be just a moment.
Now your camera's not even on.
Okay, can everybody hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you get started.
Okay, I'm sorry, everyone.
Just use this button.
Yeah.
To go to the next one.
Thank you. Apologies. Again, I'm Nancy Duran Torres with Greater Bakersfield Legal Assistance. I'm a consumer health advocate. And I'm just going to go over our scope of services. I've been here for 8 years. We recently started taking on public benefit cases. I will go over a little of that once I go over our scope of services for the Kern House Consumer Center. Okay, I am not an attorney. As I mentioned, I'm a consumer health advocate. The information that is provided is as is information, and of course not represented as error-free. This is a quick disclaimer. Obviously, I am not providing any type of legal advice, so you should not rely on any information to be considered legal advice. This presentation does provide links to third-party websites solely for your convenience. We do not recommend or endorse any content within any third-party sites. All views expressed herein belong to the authors in their individual capacities only. So a little bit of who we are and what we do. Our unit consists of consumer health advocates and a staff attorney. We currently have Dominique as a consumer health advocate. We have someone else stationed in South Kern. She is Rosa Magaña. She is at the Arvin Family Resource Center and the Lamont, Arvin Clínica Sierra Vista and the Lamont Family Resource Center. And we have a staff attorney. We do not have to be attorneys to represent at state fair hearings. Some of the services include screening clients in order to direct our clients to the appropriate health program. We assist with navigating through the appeals process, including urgent and regular appeals, formal and informal, medical appeals, of course. We assist with filing grievances against plans. Such plans can be Covered California, the Department of Managed Healthcare, Department of Insurance. It all depends on the type of health plan that you have. We also assist with overcoming barriers caused by denials or delays in qualified health funding. We assist with troubleshooting eligibility issues. We advocate for services, and we educate community and service, provide education to community and service organizations. Some of the eligibility issues that we can assist with, again, depending on the type of insurance that you have, are terminations, so Medi-Cal terminations, Covered California terminations, Medi-Cal share of cost, medical debt, geographic barriers, transportation issues, prescription denials, service denials, durable medical equipment denials. That normally goes hand in hand with Medicare. So I'm going to jump into Medi-Cal and Covered California. In regards to Medi-Cal, we assist with, you can have fee-for-service, otherwise known as straight Medi-Cal. And this plan allows you to see any Medi-Cal contracted provider in the state of California. In Kern County, we have a two-plan model, and beneficiaries can opt for HealthNet or Kern Family Healthcare. You can do so by contacting Healthcare Options. The numbers on the screen. Do take note that HealthNet is not offered in Rosamond, and Kern Family is not available in Ridgecrest. In regards to Covered California, the tiers are bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, covering from 60 to 60, 70, 80, and 90%, depending on the tier that you're enrolled in. And then the plans available in Kern County are Blue Shield, HealthNet, Kaiser, and Anthem. Ways to apply and renew. So you can apply in person using the single streamline application and any local Department of Human Services location, by fax, by phone. Previously, people were applying on the seeforyourself.com. We've now transitioned into benefitscount.com. You can also apply through community partnerships, obviously through KHCC, Dignity Health, Clínica Sierra Vista, Omni, family resource centers after the holiday coming up. So I should be back at the Greenfield Family Resource Center after July 6th. So I am outstationed there every Wednesday from about 8:30 to noon, depending on my clientele out there, but I'm available to families in South Kern that have issues getting here to our main office. And then again, we have an advocate in Arvin and Lamont. Hospitals also provide presumptive eligibility based on immediate but temporary need. Annual redeterminations and renewals. Medi-Cal is determined or redetermined yearly. If you're on MAGI, you should receive an MC216 form and you should return that within 30 days along with requested documentation. Non-MAGI is for 65 and above. Non-MAGI beneficiaries should receive an MC210, as well as provide additional documents, be it life insurance policies, burial plot policies, bank statements, vehicle registration. Just to know, the Aged and Disabled Medi-Cal program has recently changed the income limit, so that is now increased to 138% of the federal poverty level, just as the MAGI is. If you need to make changes to covered California plans, you can do so during open enrollment or during a special enrollment period. You can also make changes if you have a life qualifying event, such as a loss of a job, change in household size, or change in income.
Okay, I can see that one. I don't want to see that one.
Okay. Apologies. Tech issues. Okay. If you don't respond to your renewals, DHS will attempt to make contact. They will mail out a 10-day notice of action. The notice of action needs to state the reason why you have been either terminated or denied benefits. If you're terminated, you have 90 days to cure, meaning you have 90 days to provide whatever documentation the Department of Human Services is requesting of you. New application. So within 2 weeks of receiving an application, you should receive mailed correspondence regarding an in-person or telephonic interview with an eligibility worker. And this worker will verify your information in the CalHERE system. So they have links to federal agencies such as the Social Security Office, IRS, Department of Homeland Security to verify your Social Security number, your income, immigration status. Because we have restrictions, we recommend everyone to contact our main line. As some of you already know, those Medi-Cal beneficiaries that were eligible for emergency or restricted Medi-Cal 50 and above, if and when they're within the income limits, are now eligible for full scope Medi-Cal benefits. But again, we recommend those that have questions to give us a call because some of our restrictions don't allow for us to assist. Sure. I'm sorry, I'll be back in just a second.
I can't see the screen.
Okay.
So sorry.
That's okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. Continuing on with new applications. So the Department of Human Services must complete what's called an ex parte review, meaning that they must verify the data in their system regarding your household. I need to move this. And other public benefits. Before requesting additional information from the applicant, they must submit a request for additional information in writing to the applicant. If you're approved, your coverage will begin or will become effective the first day of the application. If you qualify, you may request retroactive coverage 3 months prior. So if you have medical debts 3 months prior to your application date, please make sure that you request retro coverage so that it can go back 3 months and cover that debt. If you're denied, the notice of action should indicate the reason for the denial, be it income, assets, if it's an aged and disabled Medi-Cal program. Anyone can appeal the denial by requesting a state fair hearing. If the applicant or the household is over the allowable income limit, your case will automatically be transferred to Covered California, and then you get to pick a plan of your choice through Covered California. In regards to appeals, we can appeal an adverse action or assist with appealing adverse actions. You can request aid paid pending to receive benefits within receiving an unfavorable notice to extend benefits until your hearing date. Please note that if you do request aid paid pending and the administrative law judge does not rule in your favor, you may be liable to pay back whatever benefits were paid out during the hearing or the time period as you wait for the hearing. You must receive a 10-day notice of action prior to your scheduled termination date, and that's in regards to terminations for Medi-Cal and in-home supportive services, any type of denials or reduced benefits, as well as a Medi-Cal share of cost. You have due process rights, which include the to appeal adverse actions, again, by requesting a state fair hearing. If we assist with your appeal, normally the Department of Human Services will assign an appeal specialist, and we can try to resolve that with the appeal specialist informally. If we get that resolved, then obviously we would withdraw from the state fair hearing. If we can't reach an agreement, then we would proceed with the state fair hearing for the administrative law judge to hear our case. The beneficiaries or claimants are allowed 90 days from the notice of action to request a state fair hearing, so that's your statute of limitations. You may request a good cause extension if you've exceeded the 90 days, and that goes up to 180 days. You can request that by completing the notice of action back 9 form, which is on the back of your notice of action. Again, if you request aid paid pending, you have to do that to lock in your benefits prior to the hearing date. You can request an expedited state fair hearing if there's an immediate health need. That's upon the California Department of Social Services discretion whether or not they will approve that expedited request. We are part of the Health Consumer Alliance. The phone number is on your screen. The Department of Managed Healthcare is also on your screen. The Help Center, the link for DMHC. Contact information is also on your screen. Again, please feel free to give us a call if you guys have any questions regarding your health coverage, be it Medi-Cal, Medicare, Covered California, private insurance. Our toll-free numbers on the screen. The 321-3982 is our main number. Our fax numbers on the screen, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Cassie is the tech-savvy person, so please make sure you're following us. And just a quick addition in regards to public benefits. So we recently started taking on public benefit cases, so we can assist with terminations for CalFresh, Cash Aid, General Assistance, CalWorks, if we believe that we have merit to do so. I am not very well versed in public benefit cases as much as I am with Medi-Cal and anything health related, But again, you know, after the quick intake, investigating the case, we will determine whether or not we're able to assist, whether or not we have merit to assist with public benefit cases. And if you have any questions in regards to public benefit cases, please use the same number that's on your screen for any type of questions. And with that, I will hand it back over to Cassie. Thank you for your time. And I'll stick around in case you guys have any questions.
Let me just check real quick. Okay, so again, you're welcome to type your questions into the chat box. You can put them into the questions box, or you can raise your hand. So I'll give a review of those now. All right, so I don't see any questions in the chat box. I don't see anybody that raised their hand. So thank you for bearing with us today. Apologies for the technical difficulties. It does happen in the world of virtual workshops, but thanks for sticking with us. If you ever have any questions, or if your agency would like a more in-depth presentation for just your staff, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close out Third Thursday. Thank you, Nancy, for the presentation today and sharing information about the Kern Health Consumer Center. And we will see you all next month. Bye.